there. I think we're a little more in focus. It's Thursday, January the 7th, and this is a little wood press that I made today. This is just to hold the relocation platform in place when you're gluing it. And this is the first piece that I made. I need to actually do some trimming, but it looks like it's going to work. I'm releasing this information into the public domain because we're coming into the time that I believe, the people, we as a people need to take the initiative and prepare for the earth changes that are coming, right? And there's people like myself and others who have seen a massive quake that's going to hit the west coast, and instead of talking about it, we really need to prepare. And this is the main reason behind these emergency platforms, is to allow you to make an elevated platform that's off the ground, and it's good for any emergency. I just took some dry 2x4 fir and split it and put some 3/8 bolts through, so it works pretty good for a press. If you're actually doing the full scale, you do something similar to this. Maybe use some pipe clamps instead. And plywood has a tendency to warp, so even thick plywood can warp. So there you have it. This is a 1/4 inch birch. I think it's only a little over 1/8 of an inch thick. I didn't use the pressure originally to glue it together. I just used a bunch of clamps and things that I had, and so the next 6 pieces should be quite a bit better. As I'm saying, I'm releasing this into the public domain, and for you out there that have shops that have the material and the little bit of know-how, I advise you to run with this and prepare, start making these platforms so that when the shaking comes, that you're going to be ready, not just for your own family, but for those in and around your community. The government is not ready, and that's the reason for launching the Joseph Initiative, so that every shop, every city or village and community along the west coast, right from Alaska right down through Canada and down through California and Mexico, that they need to be on this and start preparing. And so those of you who get this, I would just send it out to your contacts. I'll be sending this out once this is done, where I actually have the platforms completed by this time next week. That I'll be doing a documentary and sending that out to the prophetic ministries in the States, and those who are in the know, different intercessory groups, patriot groups, and so at least they'll have it in the archives. And with these here, these relocation platforms, it allows you to be prepared in advance, at least to take the step. This here, I actually have a nut inserted right in the center core here, and it works excellent for as a center post when you screw it in there. So that's basically what your leg assembly would be like. Quite light, more of a thin wall design, but very strong. And it's something that you could throw in the back of your truck, or you could have, stow it away somewhere. So when the time comes, you could just get out and you can set up. You're not on the ground, you're off the ground. This would be perfect for the 10 cities that are in Sacramento and Florida and other places. Because the times that we're coming into, there's going to be many millions of people without places to stay in. And we know that there's around a 9.91, 9.1, 9.2 quake coming. And this is just the first of 3 quakes as a wake-up call. And others have seen a 13 hit in the 7 visions that the Lord gave me. It may have been that that was the 13 because of the magnitude. And you know, David Terrell, the Lord showed him that when this superquake hits, that there's going to be 20 million people is going to perish along the Canadian, California coast. So we need to be ready, be wise as serpents, and yet gentle as doves, and yet do what we can to prepare for ourselves and for our families. Noah, you know, God told him that trouble was coming, and he believed God, and he prepared. He took, he put action behind his faith, and that's what we need to do at the same time. Okay, I'm going to cut it here and get this uploaded tonight.